This episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Daily Harvest. Go to dailyharvest.com/lady to get up to $40 off your first box. That's dailyharvest.com/lady for up to $40 off your first box. dailyharvest.com/lady. We love Chinette. I'm literally just drinking my coffee out of a Chinette cup at this moment because I have no kitchen. Chinette's not just for people that are renovating their houses, though. They're perfect for cookouts, holidays, birthdays, game nights, baby showers, and more. For over 90 years, they've been helping us provide durable plates, cups, cutlery, napkins, and table covers for all of our big parties. They believe that not only everyone should have a place around the table, but everyone should be welcome with open arms and a full cup. And the Chinette brand is amazing. I love that 80% of their items are made with recycled materials. They have the Chinette Classic, the Chinette Crystal. There's no bends, leaks. They're microwave safe. They're made in the USA. The Crystal is really good if you're having like a little party. They also have the Chinette Comfort, which is what I'm drinking from, in 12 or 16 ounces, made in the USA for your coffee. Visit mychinette.com to find out more. Visit mychinette.com to find out more. Thanks for Chinette for being a sponsor of Lady Gang. Visit mychinette.com for more.
Close to our heart is the belief that ladies give back and show up for others. Right now, there are over 300 million women and girls that live in period poverty across the world. And without period care, they often stop going to school and miss out on economic opportunities. So we're showing up for them. We've partnered with SALT Sustainable Period Care AB Corp with a 2% give back mission to donate period care and help fund initiatives in menstrual health. So each time you buy with Lady Gang at shop.theladygang.com, you're helping give girls in need planet-saving period care so when their periods start, their education doesn't have to stop. Plus, go to salt.com/pages/LadyGang for your own period care and get 15% off with code LadyGang.
It's time for a Quickie.
Podcast One presents The Lady Gang, the Hollywood Girl Posse, with Lady Gang Quickie. Here's Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Let's make this quick.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Lady Gang Quickie. I am Becca here with Jack and Kelty.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy International Lady Gang Day, everybody.
Wowie, wowie.
Are you so excited to be here?
Yes.
So excited.
I need to get my notes. I'm just going to sort them in. I have so many pieces of paper. This was the thrill of a lifetime putting this episode together. I'm going to tell you because
of a lifetime.
Okay, so thrill of a lifetime. International Lady Gang started because December 10th is our anniversary. We're 6 today, right?
We are?
I actually think that we started Lady Gang on December 15th, but that's just neither here
Did we
nor there.
first record on the 10th and air on the 15th?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I always had the first episode coming out December 10th, but I definitely am wrong. Anyway, but we're 6 today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, 6 years ago today.
We're going into
honestly,
first
it feels
grade.
like it's been 16.
You guys, I can barely remember life before Lady Gang.
I don't either.
It's
Me
so
neither.
weird. I was a different person before Lady Gang.
Same.
So weird.
1,000%. And we're coming up on our 500th episode.
Which
and
is bonkers.
doing the 500th episode, I went back to the beginning and pulled all these clips. And it's like the craziest thing because you're telling your story of when the underwear were sunny side up and you were like my boyfriend at the time. And I was like, it's just so crazy.
Well, Alex, our producer, sent me a clip of my first bad week or good week from the very first episode. And I'm like, I talk differently. It's been so long that I'm like, my voice sounds different. Everything is just...
We've really matured.
We've matured into ladies.
So on this day, 6 years ago, we released our very first Lady Gang podcast episode. And every day on this year, we like to celebrate the amazing community that has built up around this podcast. So a few numbers to get you guys pumped up.
I'm stoked.
We have done 500 episodes of Lady Gang. Mm-hmm. We have done 22,500 hours of podcasting.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
22,000 hours? Wouldn't it be 500 hours?
Oh, that might be.
It would be less than 500 because half of those were
I'm sorry. I think it's minutes. I think it's minutes. Sorry. Wow.
I was like, that cannot be possible.
No.
That's minutes.
Okay.
22,000. Okay, that's very us. 525,600 minutes. We've done
Peggy.
I'm Peggy. We've done 300 good week, bad weeks.
That's crazy.
There are 117 different Lady Gang adjacent groups on Facebook.
Holy
now, I do want to caveat, some of those have turned into hater groups. Because I did try to post something in like an interior decorating group once. And then people were like, we hate you. And I was like, oh, this has definitely switched over.
I should excuse myself now.
I'm like, and she exits through the door. We have 32,502 members in our Facebook group, and 25,000 of them are active in the group at least once a week.
Wow.
What? Wow,
Girls.
that's crazy. Damn.
The most popular content ever in our Facebook group, number one, was Haven's breakup. I was not a part of this, so I don't know this story, but Haven had a breakup and like everyone was in on it. I don't remember.
Was this year or of all
This
time?
is all time.
Okay.
Number two,
It's ringing a bell.
like the Haven breakup. I will get into it, but Follow Jack's engagement was number two, the most popular content.
Cute.
Most of our gang is 25 to 34 years old, but we do have 132 people that are 65 plus.
Yes.
So the granny gang is real.
One of them's my mom.
One of them's my mom. So we have 130 people that are 65 plus. Now, I want to give a special shout out to Morgan, Natalie, Suzanne, Danielle, Bree, Lisa, Anna, Ashley, Amy, Maria, Cynthia, Laura, Natasha, and Katie. They are the most active Lady Gang members in our group.
Let's go.
And they supply us with epic moments like, of course, Meme Monday. Amy Cullen gives us Meme Monday every Monday. It's
Meme
iconic.
Monday.
We love you, Meme Monday. Now,
you're saying me Monday, like Kelty Mondays.
Oh,
All
right?
about me.
Now, I will give you a short list of the countries that listen to Lady Gang.
Okay.
Canada, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Sweden, Ireland, South Africa, Mexico, Philippines, France, Netherlands, Denmark, Brazil, Norway, India, Italy, Spain, Belgium, Nigeria, Portugal, Morocco, Egypt, Argentina, Israel, Japan, Poland, Czech Republic, Finland, Kenya, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Romania, Uruguay, Latvia, Cambodia, Latvia, Cambodia, St. Lucia, Venezuela, Isle of Man. Where the f*** is that? Cool. Zambia, Georgia, Guam, Serbia, Croatia, Jamaica, Nicaragua, Cameroon, Cayman Islands, Syria, Tanzania, Cuba, Honduras, Thailand, and St. Martin.
Thailand.
Thailand. we love our listeners in Thailand.
Thailand and Barcelona.
Thailand and Barcelona. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, who's inviting us over for a vacation?
Hello.
Right?
46% of all of our listeners are female.
That
doesn't make sense.
Like high enough.
That is not true. 46, not even.
I don't even know. I didn't even accredit these stats, so I don't even know where I got
that
them.
is an actual lie.
I don't think you.
So we have more male listeners than female listeners.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay. It's probably like 96% are female.
And then, so I decided that to honor International Lady Gang Day, I would pull some thoughts from the Facebook group about us to read to you guys. Isn't this so nice?
Okay.
Okay. So I said, like, what has Lady Gang meant to you? They said, solidarity in my long nipple hairs.
Okay.
Amen.
In all seriousness, being a part of the Lady Gang pregnancy group really got me through a very scary time having a high-risk pregnancy after the loss of my first baby.
Oh.
I joined the Lady Gang Fantasy Football League last year, and we're all over the U.S., and it's been super awesome to have an all-female league where we can actually talk sports.
Wow.
I don't know anything about that, but I'm happy for you guys.
That's awesome.
So happy for you.
I wish I liked sports.
The conversation feels friendly, no buzzy topics, just like every podcast. How all three of you are different and you don't try to change each other. Your voices helped me through the darkest years of my life. I have 3 best friends that embody 3 different parts of myself.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I love that.
Woo More Play is life-changing. Smooth Move Tea is my saver. We never promoted that. The Stacks podcast changed my perspective on everything.
We definitely talked about
We did.
Smooth Move.
Reignited my love of reading. Nico Tortellini is hot. Spencer Pratt is underappreciated. I learned from the Lady Gang, don't be chicken to get a Brazilian wax, and my late nights of anxiety, the group helped me. Also, sometimes I indulge in too many edibles, and nobody judges me.
Oh, my God.
Keep eating those edibles, girl.
That sounds great. You got any here we can take tonight?
You know what I mean? Okay, one more.
What was that?
You
She's already on.
One more. We've had 8 meetups so far in real life with various moms and babies groups. Most of us have had to explain to our elder family members multiple times why are we constantly in contact with friends from the internet brought together by a podcast. Forever grateful for the Lady Gang.
Oh,
Cute.
this is so sweet.
I really
great?
love everybody in the Lady Gang.
I love it. So, I mean, Our Austin show, we haven't seen anybody in almost 2 years.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
even just our Austin show and being able to see all the girls there, it's like, oh man, it's like you forget how amazing everybody is to each other.
Totally. And so nice.
So sweet.
Like people came alone and we were like, make friends with them.
And
like
so normal.
Yeah. I love International Lady Gang Day. I mean, is it on the official calendar? No. Did we make it up for ourselves? Yes.
Do we need to actually like put it into the days? Like make it a
like
real...
when you buy a new iPhone and you set up your iCal, it's like
International
automatic.
Lady Gang Day?
Like, well, I think people should take off work for sure.
Absolutely. Do we know what day of the week it's on?
It's on a Thursday this year.
Oh.
No, it's on a Friday this year.
Right, bitches.
Let's roll. Anyway, so to celebrate International Lady Gang Day, we wanted to celebrate because one of the greatest things that we've been able to do with the Lady Gang is this give back program with Salt, and where every time we make a sale on the LadyGang.com, we donate a menstrual cup to a woman in need. So we're going to celebrate International Lady Gang Day by giving back to Lady Gang when we come back.
So by now, you've heard us talk about Brooklinen, and many of you have shared your enthusiasm for all of their products. We love them so much. So even if you can't put a price on comfort, a sale definitely doesn't hurt, and Brooklinen's biggest sale of the year is around the corner, and kicking off some serious savings on cozy favorites starting this weekend. There's no such thing as too much comfort, and if you could use a little more, you're in luck. Brooklinen's biggest sale of the year is coming this weekend. Do not sleep on this. I am telling you, some of my favorite products ever come from Brooklinen, so that means serious savings on essentials for creating your dream space. You deserve it. You deserve that cozy bed. You deserve those cozy towels. It's big news. We want you to go over there. Brooklinen's comfort game is unmatched. Their lineup keeps getting better. 5-star sheets were just the start. They have a collection of cozy must-haves. They now include everything from dreamy decor to their new slippers to their pajamas. Their loungewear is some of my personal favorites. Don't miss out on Brooklinen's biggest sale of the year happening right now. After the sale, you can still save. Visit brooklinen.com and use promo code LADIES for $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100. That's BROKLINEN.com, promo code LADIES.
We are so excited that Lady Gang is brought to you by BetterHelp. We love therapy. We talk about it all the time. And whether you're struggling with grief, relationships, stress, having trouble sleeping, meeting your goals, online therapy might be for you. It's so much easier than driving across town and waiting for an appointment in some office building. BetterHelp is a secure online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with a licensed professional therapist. BetterHelp will access your needs and match you with your own accredited therapist, and you can be matched in as little as 48 hours. You don't have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room feeling judged. You get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. Visit betterhelp.com/ladygang and join the over 2 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional like us. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional therapists in 50 states right now. Lady Gang is sponsored by BetterHelp, and for our listeners, you get 10% off your first month of online therapy at betterhelp.com/ladygang. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ladygang. Get your therapy on. This episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Daily Harvest. There's so much going on right now with the holidays, the get-togethers, the gift plannings, and then you're trying to juggle work, and then you're trying to eat healthy in between all the cakes and the pies and everything that's going on for the holidays. And that's why we love Daily Harvest. Daily Harvest delivers delicious harvest bowls, flatbreads, smoothies, and more, all built on organic fruits and vegetables right to your door, and they conveniently stay fresh in your freezer. So they're so delicious. By the way, the artichoke and spinach flatbread is a game changer. Daily Harvest is one of my favorite secrets, and I love it because you're not wasting money on things that you think you're going to eat a salad and then it just goes to waste and goes rotten in the fridge. Everything stays fresh until you take it out of the freezer. So head on over to dailyharvest.com/lady to get up to $40 off your first box. That's dailyharvest.com/lady for up to $40 off your first box. dailyharvest.com/lady. dailyharvest.com/lady. Happy eating. This episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by JustWorks. With JustWorks, employees can onboard themselves in minutes with simple software that makes a great first impression. You can give your employees access to national large group health insurance plans, handle payroll, and PTO requests, all in one platform. Plus, it comes with JustWorks expert 24/7 support for you and your team. JustWorks makes it easier for you to start, run, and grow a business. And let us tell you about how JustWorks can help you. JustWorks is the ultimate HR platform for small and growing businesses. And as a small business ourselves, we know all about that. JustWorks makes it simple to hire and manage remote employees across all 50 states. You can onboard new employees, take the guesswork out of employment and tax regulations, save hours on tracking your syncs with payroll. Plus, again, 24/7 expert support. Find out how JustWorks can help your business by going to justworks.com. That's justworks.com for more info. JustWorks.com for more info. Manage your remote team and run your business with confidence.
The Lady Gang.
We are so excited to welcome Cherie Hager, the co-founder and CEO of SALT, a women-owned period care company with a social mission to eradicate period poverty, to the Lady Gang. And the reason that she's here today is because we have created this partnership with SALT because we love a menstrual cup, and it's International Lady Gang Day. And I think in year 6, the most important thing we did was figure out how to give back in a major way, and it was through this partnership. So welcome to the Lady Gang.
I'm so thrilled to be here.
Even though I feel like you've been in our vaginas for months.
Oh my God.
Wow, that was gross. That really took it to a new level.
Yeah.
It's TMI every day in what I do. And so I'm used to all the questions. I have heard everything. So you can throw anything at me. And you know what? I've heard it all.
I love it.
So SALT launched in 2018. You have donated over 30,000 period cups around the world. That's incredible in itself. But how did you even no one at 6 years old is like, when I grow up, I want to create menstrual products. Like, where did this all come from?
Yeah. So I come from Latin heritage, and so does my husband. So he's Venezuelan and my mom is Argentine. And I was talking to his aunt in Venezuela, and if you know the situation there, it's really dire. So they can't get any products on grocery store shelves. Between dictatorship and high inflation, it's just been so hard. So as I talked with her, she described a situation we all know a little more, having gone through that pandemic where grocery store shelves were cleared. And I was thinking about this reliance we have on this disposable supply chain. Yep. And it got my interest into reusables. We have 5 daughters, and I thought, what would I do for my daughters in that situation? So I looked into all sorts of reusables, including what I would do for period care. And that's when I was first introduced to the period cup. And I thought, wait a minute, what is this? How does it fit? How does it work? Same questions everyone has. And where has this been all my life? How come I'm a grown woman and I have never heard of this? It was invented in the 1930s by an American actress. No. And yet, 90 years later, we're just figuring out about this incredible product. And so I really wanted to take it mainstream. So we created, a custom design, went through 14 design iterations to have something that really worked with my anatomy. And I wanted to tell the story differently. There's a lot of stigma around periods, even more about around reusables. People would say, my friends would say, oh, aren't those cups, are they just for hippies or for those who are traveling? I'd say, no, this is a cleaner experience. It lasts 10 years. You can wear it for up to 12 hours. It holds 4 times more than a tampon. And you never have to visit the tampon aisle again. Like, why would we not use this product more? And so I just realized it was an education issue. People needed to know that it existed. People needed to know why we should be using these products. And I just set out to, create that messaging.
You have 5 daughters?
I do. Yeah. 14 down to 4.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Thank goodness you have this brand, because you'd be spending every dollar on tampons.
Yeah, really, I was just trying to save myself money long term.
That's impressive.
Well, it's so crazy. So when we were doing our shoot for the collaboration, my favorite thing that we did that day was that Becca was the vagina, because people, they are confused about a menstrual cup, and we are lovers of it. So I was like, Becca, you be the vagina. We'll show you how to put it in. But this was crazy, is that we posted the video, and then the SALT social media team was like, there's also a removal expert available to you. If you're can you talk about that on the site or something?
Yeah, we have an amazing customer service team. So we knew in order to be successful, we needed to have people who are dedicated to helping people be successful. Because, behavior change. It's not an easy thing to ask people to go from their convenience of what they know with pads and tampons and switch to something reusable that you have to learn to fold and put inside of you. But once they discover it, they become huge ambassadors. So we have a team of what's called our cup coaches. You can find them anywhere. So we have a Facebook Cup Academy with 25,000 members, and they're active there. You can DM us, you can contact us at Say Hey, and then we even have a number. And so if you have struggled with removal, do not go to the emergency room. Number one, call our
I
cup
have
coaches.
done that with a tampon before.
Find us. Yeah. You know what? We can get to that, but it's a cul-de-sac up there. It's not going anywhere. You just got to bear down, take our tips, contact us first, because, we've helped 100% of our people get it out.
I love that, because there is kind of that hump that you have to get over when you're first starting to use a menstrual cup, because it is confusing and it's like, it feels like unnatural because you're so used to using a tampon. It's so different than what you're used to. So like having that available for like any question that somebody might have is so useful.
We luckily had an employee of the Lady Gang who's our resident Gen Zer.
Yeah.
She gave me my first tutorial, because the Gen Zers are all about the menstrual
sustainability,
cup and sustainability. And I said to her, I was like, Chelsea, I'm an old dog. I don't think I can learn these new tricks. She gave me a full tutorial similar to the one I did on her Instagram. And it was a game changer. But there is a learning curve, and it's intimidating if you've been raised on tampons your whole life. But once you make that switch, it is the best thing I've ever done for my period.
Yeah. And you know what you're doing with LadyGang is exactly what women need to be able to make this behavior change. And then also just talk about periods in general. Mm-hmm. It's talking openly about it with no shame, right? We as menstruators, we're the ones who set the tone of the conversation. Mm-hmm. If we're going to combat stigmas, we're going to learn more about our bodies, our own anatomies. We need to be talking about it without guilt or shame. And, if there's one message I can say, it's that let's stop the stigmas. Let's talk about it just like you do with your podcast and so many different topics, because that's what this world needs.
So true.
And okay, I want to get to like our part in all of this, but I do want to ask you one more thing, because I couldn't actually believe this when I read this. And I'm definitely someone who growing up put a tampon in and left it in like they were overdue every time. Like I just get busy with my life.
She's lost a couple up there.
I've lost them. I've had sex with them. I'm a disaster when it comes to that. And I would get to the point where if it wasn't leaking, I would just like leave it in as long as possible, which I know people die from this. Like it's like a very serious thing. And then I couldn't believe the menstrual cup that you can leave it in 12 hours, because to me, that's the sellability is like you get up in the morning, I sleep in a period panty, which you guys also have, and then get up in the morning, put the cup in, and then I don't have to worry about it till I'm like washing my teeth at night or brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Like, a lot of people don't know that it's safer than tampons and, conventional pads. And so actually the myth is leaving it in too long is not necessarily the cause for TSS. It's actually the micro tearing that you get from pulling out dry tampon, or in the 1980s when TSS was a major problem. It's because they created these super absorbent tampons that then you're pulling it out. It caused that micro tearing. At any given time, 30 to 50% of the population has staph, which is what causes, TSS. It's usually not a concern. It really has to be this perfect storm where you have staph present in the vagina. You have to have the certain staph that's like 1 to 4% that causes the toxin. And then you have to have a point to enter the bloodstream. And that's the kicker, is if you have any tearing, you've had sex, you had tearing, you should not be using any inserted product at that point, because you could have risk for TSS. So that's the major one, is there's actually not a lot you can do except for looking for that tearing. But menstrual cups, just like you said, have a decreased risk because it doesn't create the same environment that you have with tampons and pads. So first of all, tampons, you got the micro tearing. It's also, made out of cotton and rayon that can contain pesticides and chemicals, and just becomes this fertile breeding ground for bacteria, especially if it leaves like that fibrous tissue inside your vagina. Menstrual cups don't have that, right? It just collects the flow, doesn't absorb it. So, there's all sorts of other reasons with tampons, but tampons absorb everything, including your, great vaginal fluids that help with the balance, your pH in the vagina. And so you want that. You want that to get rid of the bad bacteria. And what's happening is that your vagina is highly permeable. So it's not only absorbing all the good liquids, but then it's also taking in all those chemicals and pesticides and so forth from traditional disposables. So menstrual cups are 100% medical grade silicone. So they're safer, they're cleaner, they're super comfortable. This is lost on people. They do it for the sustainability, or they do it to save money. And what the surprise is that it's more comfortable, more sensationless, and actually just feels better to wear.
Now, I have a question about that. So I am like the heaviest bleeder in the entire world. I can bleed through like a plus tampon, super plus, ultra, whatever it is, in like an hour on the heaviest day of my period. So the cups can end up holding so much more blood than a tampon too. So for a heavy bleeder, it's really good. And I feel like when I first started switching over, I was scared about that because I'm like, I'm going to have to change it every 2 hours, no matter what. So I love that about the cup as well.
Yeah, holds 3 to 4 times more than a tampon does. And then the nice thing, okay, this is TMI, we talk about it all day, but you don't have the pee string. So as a mom, you birth 5 daughters, sometimes you go to the bathroom like, oh, I wet the string. So you take out a dry tampon. You just don't have that with cups. You can leave it in, you can use the bathroom. It's amazing.
Well, and the micro tearing is something that I just kind of glossed over on every cycle. I just thought it was normal to, at the end of my cycle, have this like painful experience of either inserting or removing a tampon. And it's so funny what women get used to and what we think is just the norm and status quo. And when I started to use the salt, I just felt like, oh my gosh, there's this part of my entire month that I can eliminate that's unpleasant. And the micro tearing is it's so real. Do you guys experience it? I think I have extreme situation.
You have an extreme vagina,
I have
as
an
we know.
extremely delicate walls of my vagina.
Yeah, I think everybody knows what that feels like.
Yeah,
it hurts.
And you're like, oh God, is it over yet? Well, I would say that as a person who likes to achieve things, there's a little bit of pride. Like when you take it out at night, and right?
I agree.
When you take it out at night, or whenever you take it out, and you're like, my cup runneth over. Like you're like, I menstruated today, bitch. Look, this is full. Like,
I agree.
There's something satisfying.
I love a shower removal.
Yeah, a shower removal is where it is.
That's what I've been telling a lot of my girlfriends who have made the switch, because they get scared because they're not well practiced that it could get a little bit messier, and they're confused about that whole part of it. I say try to do your first removal in the shower, because it's just
squat down. Yeah. My husband walked in on me once. He was like, I don't know what's happening. And I was like, I'm not pooping. I'm just clenching to pull it out. Okay. So we partnered with Salt basically because here's the thing. Their tagline was "Pass the Salt," and LadyGang tagline, well, one of our famous Bravo taglines is "Pass the Salt." And I remember when we got sent a sample from your PR team or something, and I was like, "Look at," and Jack was like, "The packaging is so cute." And then we all tried it, and we're like, "This is amazing. We have to work together." So we reached out and we said, we're about to put a bunch of our holiday stuff on sale. Could we do like a 3-month or a partnership, this big partnership where every time someone orders something from theladygang.com, we'll donate a menstrual cup to a woman in need, which you had already been doing for years and years, obviously 30,000 times. And it was so cool that you were like, cool, it's like this little baby podcast. Like, it was just so awesome that you guys wanted to partner. So together we are currently donating our menstrual cups to 2 companies. One's called Wiser and one's called Equal Period. One's in the U.S. and one is abroad. And I wanted to announce, we are about halfway through our winter line and this whole partnership, and we are just shy of donating 2,000 menstrual cups to a woman in need.
Oh my goodness!
Yay
so
for
exciting.
all of us!
Oh,
yeah, we're so excited. I think we set our goal at like 4,000 or 5,000, and then
we're going to get it.
Yeah. And then with COVID and shipping delays and the fact that like you couldn't even get things to sell this year, it's been a little bit of an issue, but it's great. And thank you, LadyGang, for supporting us and shopping small and shopping with us, because then we've been able to pass it along and help so many people. And we also have a code. Everyone head over to www.saltwith2as.com. Use the code LadyGang15. You're going to get 15% off.
There you go.
Your menstrual cup. And I don't want you to sleep on the period panties either.
Oh, no. Those are good.
Every night of my period, I'm wearing those period panties. They are so comfortable.
It's a game changer.
They absorb, again, I'm the heaviest bleeder in the entire world, and they absorb all of my shit, so I'm sure it can work for you.
Also, I just recently gifted the period panties to a friend who had a procedure done in her uterus. You can't put tampons in or anything, insert anything in for a long time. But I was thinking I'm going to start doing bundles of your underwear for all women who've just had babies, too.
That's a great idea.
Yes, because it's great for postpartum. Exactly. And this is something that we hope that people will understand about period panties is women live with wetness 24 days out of the 28-day cycle.
Yeah.
Because if we're not having our period, we're discharging. You also have bladder leaks as you hit menopausal years, or if you've had kids. Sweat and discharge, really, it handles everything. And it's any wonder that we don't have, some type of absorbency in all of our everyday wear. Even, my young daughter still come home and be like, Mom, why am I wet there? And I'm like, welcome to womanhood.
You're like, it never ends.
I should be like, enjoy it now.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Girl, it's about to get dry.
Yeah, when you want it, then it ends.
And they're cute. They're very cute.
And they're comfy.
Look at us women. We were suffering for so many years.
I know.
Took a woman to create a company
we set out to make them super thin but super absorbent, so they're the thinnest period underwear out there. Just feels like regular underwear, and of course really beautiful. They're designed in Paris by a French lingerie designer.
Ooh.
We want people to feel, I know,
they look like
we want
it.
people to feel beautiful in every stage of life, and especially on their periods. I mean, we deserve that as women.
Yeah, my sister, she's not going to mind me sharing this. I was at her house recently and I saw her every single day, whether she's on her period or not, after 2 kids. She wears a panty liner every single day in her thong. And I was like, girlfriend, no more. And her life was changed, like mind blown.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that cool?
So did you gift her one of our thongs?
Oh, yeah. We went on the site and I was like, well, maybe I'll fill your stocking with some extras because legit, she needs it every single day. Sorry, Jessica.
Jessica, you're peeing your pants every day. It's so great to see you.
Well, and that's the situation of a lot of women out there. I hear it from everyone. My sister-in-law who works out, who teaches, Zumba classes and teaches high fitness and so forth. She's like, I'm wearing a panty liner every day. I could not wait to get those in her hands.
Oh, I love that.
Life changer.
Isn't it crazy when you're like a teenager and you don't understand how your body works yet, and you have the discharge and you think something's wrong with you?
Oh, yeah.
Like when
It's
you're
embarrassing.
you're like, oh my God, something's wrong with me. I'm murky. It's like so gross. I'm so glad we have LadyGang. So everyone, your snail trail is beautiful.
It's normal.
And it's normal, yeah.
I think that's where the LadyGang, like really in honor of International LadyGang Day, the day that we switched from like a podcast, a celebrity driven podcast, to a podcast about things no one else wants to talk about is when
discharge.
Becca was dating Zach and she left her laundry and a piece of her underwear fell out in the parking garage, sunny side up. And she told the story on the podcast and we were like, wow. And people reacted.
It united women more than any other story.
everywhere.
We found our
Oh
calling.
my goodness.
We found our
And you're
calling.
doing the same thing at SALT, and we just really appreciate everything you've done for women, for the community, for our community of women, and for those less fortunate. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Well, and thank you. I mean, I really would love to kind of paint the picture of what your community is doing by, purchasing from you and being able to give and donate these cups. It is so life-changing for those overseas. I mean, here in the US, we have the convenience. It's a convenience factor for us, whether we have pads and tampons or not. When you're looking at developing nations, period poverty, there's 800 million menstruators. It hits 500 million of them. So over 62% live in period poverty, which means they lack access to safe and reliable period care. And if you think about it, you just think, okay, you started your period today. Let's say you don't have period care. Would you go to school? Would you go to work? Would you feel confident enough to go out on the red carpet or to go host the Thanksgiving Day parade in all white? Kelsey did an amazing job. You don't have that confidence because periods in public cause us a lot of worry. Yeah. And so these menstruators that don't have anything, they have to make that choice every month. Right. And so what happens, they start being resourceful. They use banana leaves. They use like soil and ash, anything that absorbs. They use bits of mattress pads or paper torn from school books. And in the worst places, they'll actually exchange sexual favors to their professors in exchange for pads. It's a major problem in African nations where girls want to go to school so badly that they'll do what it takes to be able to manage their periods. And so, we looked at something this big and said, wow, something as small as a period cup has the power to keep girls in school, to keep women providing for their families, and can break cycles of poverty for generations. This is what you're doing with one little cup. It's an immense problem that we can solve through this sustainable period care.
Wow, I love that.
And I mean, that is
powerful.
That is powerful. And that is International LadyGang Day.
Yay.
And that is why we're so happy to partner with you, lady, and all of our ladies out there. It's been amazing. And so come shop on ladygang.com, but also go shop on SALT because they have generously given all of these period cups for donation. So go support them.
Get yourself a period panty while you're at it.
Get yourself 5 period panties, a period thong, a menstrual cup, and a sweatsuit at LadyGang.com.
Yeah.
We're so excited. Again, guys, use the code LadyGang15 at salt.com, which is 2 A's, and let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
Let us know your
let us know how your flow is going.
We love it. And we weren't here for a long time, but we are
Here
for a good time when your period cup runneth over. Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.